Harvard is using, Stanford is using, Yale is using, NYU, Columbia, Cornell, they're all using it, right?
Wow, and AIMS from India, AIMS hospital, all the big hospitals from India, from all over the world, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, whatnot,
Yeah.
London, UK, and everywhere.
Well, pediatrics and neonatology is the main field, and that's why I finished 40 years of practice last year. Currently, I have two my not-for-profit organization. One is the South Asians of New York, Inc. That was established in 2004. So we do a lot of activity through that. There's another is the NAVA, New American Waters Association. I remember at least 200, 300 babies that born, they were not breathing, and I had to make them breathe. So it's not just one or two. So you feel that you were able to help to so many people, where people don't get even chance in lifetime to help somebody who was not breathing, and he make him breathe.
You're helping them in the very first stage of their lives. As soon as they come into this world, you're helping them survive. That's a really good thing.
Hi, I'm Kaavya Ramani, a Bollywood actress, best-selling author, and a success mentor based in New York. Manifest WishCraft Conversations is a podcast series on manifestation where I explore the true meaning of success through conversations with inspiring people from around the world. This podcast is also available on Spotify. If this resonates with you, please subscribe, like, and share this episode with 3 more people. It might change their life and yours too. To learn more and be a part of this growing global movement, please search Manifest with Kaavya Ramani. This is my website. Enjoy the episode. Hello and welcome to Manifest WishCraft Conversations, and today we are honored to welcome Dr. Hari Shukla, highly experienced pediatrician and neonatologist, researcher, philanthropist, community leader whose work has transformed neonatal care worldwide. He is triple board certified and a professor at New York University School of Medicine with over like 35 years of experience. He pioneered surfactant theory in New York. He created globally using formulas for neonatal care. He created formulas and conducted critical research on surfactant theory and umbilical catheter. I'm sorry if I pronounce it wrong because it's really new to me. His work has earned awards and citations from all over the world. U.S. Congress, Queensboro President, Rotary International, Bharat Gaurav Award, Hindi Ratan Award, Pasteur Merits, Connaught Awards, and so many more. He has been recognized as one of the top pediatricians in the USA multiple times. Beyond medicine, he is also a passionate humanitarian, leading free clinics for children and women and community initiatives in both the US and India and worldwide. His research formula for newborn babies has helped over 400 million children worldwide, and they have survived. Please join me in welcoming a true visionary and change maker, Dr. Hari Shukla. Thank you so much for being here, Doctor.
Thank you, Kavya. Thank you for having me.
I'm really excited for today because today is where I and the world would see a different side to you, a different way in which you have scientifically derived many, researches and many solutions, which to problems that were really, really serious, but they seemed really, small or ignorant, but they were actually the ones that you solved really with hard work. And I see how selflessly you work for the community. And I'm really excited to be on this podcast with you. So thank you so much. All right, so let's just dive right into the questions because we have a lot to discuss. And so we usually start our podcasts with starting how your journey started
as a doctor, and what first inspired you to dedicate your life to medicine and to newborn care.
Well, I joined medical school in 1970 in India, Vijay Medical College. And the reason to join, because you just wanted to do something something special for the community and you want to help the people, and there is no other field than medicine where you can do that. And then originally my plan was just to do general practice, and then I got interest in pediatrics, so I continued that. And then as soon as I finished my pediatric residency, I got an opportunity that Rotary International sent me to America under group study exchange scholar. So I came as a Rotary scholar, and I was 3 months in Colorado. And while going back, I just stopped at one of the hospital, and they interviewed me and they offered me the residency. And I couldn't deny it because I used to read the book of that doctor all during my residency training. That was Slow Body's textbook of Slow Body and Wasserman. And the person who has interviewed me was one of the author, Wasserman.
Oh, wow.
And he offered me a job. So I said, okay, I will take it. And that's how the journey started here.
And how did you manage to master 3 medical specialties at the same time, and how did that happen?
Well, pediatrics and neonatology is the main field, and that's where I finished 40 years of practice last year doing that. I had some interest in forensic medicine, and at one stage I thought, oh, I will retire early, maybe 50, 60 years. Then if I have some experience of forensic medicine, then maybe uh, I will do some work in a film industries or somewhere else and work on the forensic side. So I got a certificate in forensic medicine, but I never got a chance to do anything in forensic medicine because I was busy with pediatrics and neonatology all along.
And do you want to share the story of how you got this, instinct of doing research in neonatal care, and how did you derive the formula and all of that?
Well, whenever you people come to America, people works hard, and reason they come to America because they want to excel. There are a lot of facilities, and you can achieve whatever you want to do. So there are a lot of. I was interested in research right from the beginning, but if facility is not there, you cannot do it. You need a big library. In those days, there were no computers, so you cannot search on computer. You have to go sit in a library for 3, 4 hours, 5 hours, look one article, then you find it, you tell the librarian, can you get this article? And she'll say, okay, I'll get it in 2 weeks. And then from that article, you find another reference, and you say, now I like this reference. So it will take another 2 weeks. So research goes over 4, 6 years. You collect all the data. So you need that base. Then you also need professor who can advise you that which way you go or which way if you go you
Yeah.
get success. Otherwise, people do work for 20 years and at the end there is nothing to do it. So I was very much interested in it. First, I finished my residency fellowship in 1985, and I kept doing research and so on. But at some point, practice becomes so big so that I have no time to do any research. In 5 or 6 years, practice becomes so big. For like last 40 years, I work 60 hours a week. So it's not I work 40 hours a week. It's always so much work to do and so on. So in order to do research, you have to have a lot of free time. And ideally, you can do it only when you are settled in one of the biggest center and do the research. I'm always in private practice, and it's very rare that private practitioner do the research setup. So that setup was not the best setup to do and
Mm-hmm.
go in medicine. But I was equally interested in clinical practice because that's where you can help the person directly. And
Yeah.
someone is very you can make happy and you feel good that, oh, you just helped this person.
Yeah, it's just, and that's where manifestation comes into picture, right? You just love helping
Yeah.
people, and you selflessly helped. And do you want to tell us how this thing was all your money, and you this research is how it's really available to people, kind of, and what how many universities and how many institutions use your research worldwide?
Well, the umbilical catheter research I started in the when I was doing a fellowship at NYU, uh, but article wasn't published. After I finishing my uh, fellowship, NYU applied for a research fellow and grant to the NIH. Our year starts in July, and we were just waiting for the research grant. And in September, I got a letter from the NIH. Oh, we cannot give you because you are not a US citizen. So grants are available. So my director said, go ahead and start practice. That's the way to get success. So halfway, I just started doing practice. Practice become very successful, but still I was kept doing research and so on. And then from I kept publishing articles and so on. And one particular research that became very famous was for umbilical catheter formula. I created equation to estimate the insertional length of umbilical catheters, artery and vein, and to put the catheter tip position in such a way that causes minimum complications. And currently, that is one of the most popular formula in the United States and throughout the world. About
And
70% of all the hospital in United States, they use my birth weight criteria or Dr. Shukla's criteria for umbilical catheters.
wow. And also, because I also follow Harvard a lot, I know that even Harvard has, used and has been using Dr. Shukla's formula for the uh, the birth catheter
Yes,
insertion. Yeah,
Harvard
the formula.
University is using it, Harvard is using, Stanford is using, Yale is using, NYU, Columbia, Cornell, they're all using it, right?
Wow, and Ames from India, Ames Hospital, all the big hospitals from India, from all over the world, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, whatnot,
Yeah,
London, UK, and everywhere people are using
that's
the
right.
formula. And it's so I feel honestly, a person like we us would feel happy when people are able to be happy and able to survive from what we have derived from you. So how was your mindset? What was your mindset when you started doing this research? And did you know that this could be very helpful to all of the people? And how happy were you when you realized that this is so helpful?
Well, when you do the research, you are not sure how successful you will be.
Yeah.
Research outcome, when you do all the analysis after all the collecting the data, if data is not good, then it's of no good and so on. So even when I did research, I didn't know that everyone will use it or not. But slowly, uh, when I go to hospital and a new resident doctor comes, and first time I heard that somebody, he said, Dr. Shukla, see this book, in this book, your name is there. So I said, let me see what's there. That's how you first learn that your name is in the textbook and your name is in the Harriet Lane book, and the residents, they carry a spiral manual and your name is there. So that certainly makes you very happy. And I had no idea that worldwide people are using this formula that we just learned about 3 years ago. I realized that uh, almost everywhere, even China, Japan, Russia, India, uh, some of the rare countries in South America, Africa, Egypt, Iran, even they are using my criteria. So I was very impressed, and I feel very happy that at least some of my work is helpful to the people.
Yes, definitely. It is definitely helpful to people. And you have like a lot of experience, like 40 years of experience, and you've also received numerous awards and even recognition from the US government, from US Congress. What does success truly mean to you today?
Success alone is not, as long as whatever work you have done, if it helps the people, that make you more happy, rather than just award and so on.
Yes.
That if you go certain place and there are so many incidences that even I don't know, or I go to some event and someone will come and tell, oh, I was this and you did this, and I'm so happy to know that help him.
Yes, and you have also done like extensive community and humanitarian work. And I just want to personally know what motivates you to do all these things and to give back to the community consistently.
Well, I guess since I was young, I was involved with the community work. Even when I was a medical student, I was involved with the Rotary. Rotary clubs does a lot of work for the community in India. I was involved with Indian Red Cross Society. Uh, uh, Indian Red Cross Society does a lot of relief work. Uh, so somehow I had a concept to do the work for the community, and as time passes by, uh, I was able to do more. Currently, I have two my not-for-profit organization. One is the South Asians of New York Inc. That was established in 2004. So we do a lot of activity through that. There's another is a NAVA, New American Waters Association. So we do a lot of activity, which is mainly for the children, women. The first activity we started that we realized that children don't want to get admitted in a hospital on a Christmas day because they want a lot of gifts and things come to home and so on. But there are always sick children that child has to stay in the hospital. So that was our first project, which we are doing for last 35 years now. That a Sunday before the Christmas, we go with the Santa Claus and distribute toys to them, to all the children. So it looks like Santa Claus is coming to give and giving the toys, and they feel good instead of feeling bad. And then many other activities we do it. Then also I realized that South Asian women usually does not go for certain screenings. For example, breast cancer screening, because of our background and so on. So when I was president of the Medical Staff Society of Flushing Hospital, we got grant for $45,000 a year for 5 years, and we opened a free clinic only for the South Asian women, where there will be a female surgeon, female nurse, female technician, so they feel comfortable and they come for the breast screening. Because
Wow.
here, on average, 10,000 women die every year, I guess, in USA from breast cancer. So it's not something unusual because it's not detected early. That's why they die. If it's detected early, then there's a 100% cure.
Yes, and the more you're aware, the more you'll be able to prevent it. We also say prevention is better than cure, right?
Good.
Yeah, and I love it that you have always been serving to the community, and we always say, even in my past podcast, we have discussed how if you are serving selflessly to the community and the universe will give back to you. And that's what has happened in your case. You're so successful and yet so humble and down to earth. And I just feel that okay, let's hear from you. And my next question would also be that how did you, being the gratitude person, and how did you, being the positive person, help you in staying consistent and patient and achieving that result of the research?
I guess I haven't done anything special. It's just the way I am. And I guess the way I am brought up and the way I was exposed to the environment from the beginning, so I just continued that way.
Yes, and we always say that, uh, being positive and, staying calm and consistent gives you the results. But also sometimes, many times actually, whenever I've talked to people, many times manifestation happens in an unknown way. People think that they're just living their lives, but actually they're manifesting what they want. And so I feel honestly in your journey, this has happened, right? Because you obviously there's a lot of hard work. You have put your work and your money and your time into it, an effort into it to make this come true and help a lot of people. But also there's some kind of, universal support that helps you become successful. And so from flood relief to global health efforts, you have helped a lot to the community. What has service taught you about life and about gratitude, and any morals or any lessons that you learn in your life?
Most of the things we learn as a child, and most of the things we learn from the parents. And slowly you keep following, and then you have to be lucky. I was lucky that I married to Kirti. We got married in 1979, and she always stands by because so my as I say, I work 60 hours a week, and quite busy in the practice. So she was always standing next to me and supporting everything. We have two children, and fortunately both are doctors, and both are same way, the way you are brought up. For example, I'm here for 45 years. I'm still vegetarian here. I don't drink alcohol, I don't smoke, and so is my children. They're also vegetarian. uh, when they used to go to school lunch, they will give you non-veg stuff, so they will not take. They will take a lunch box from the home, and they will eat their lunch box. So it's just that how you are brought up and what environment you live. And most of the time, those habits, uh, whatever you learn, and it stays in your life. And if you are lucky that you can do those things. Some people has those habits, they learn some good things, but they cannot practice in life because circumstances are not good. So fortunately, I had a good circumstances, good family life, successful medical life. Everything worked out well. So I was able to live the way I want to live, and whatever I want to do, I was able to do that.
Wow. And I just love the fact that I can't just get over the fact that you've helped a lot of people, and the community service that you've done. It's really amazing. Would you like to share any kind of practical habits, or our the people who are watching us can start doing today to achieve kind of what they want, success, and make a meaningful impact in this world?
Well, in America, first of all, anyone in America, if they work hard, they can live a decent life. So I mean, hard work is always, it could be study or whatever you do work. Yeah, hard work is the main thing. You have to be honest, of course, and most of the times, if you work hard, then it helps in a long way. And if you if you are a very practical person and you are nice to everybody, people will know. You can make somebody full for one time and can get a success, but next time that person will not come to you. So our medical journey is 50 years old. So if I have to be faithful in my medicine and to my patients, it cannot be one time shot. It has to be consistency in practice, consistency in your knowledge, consistency the way you help the people, and so on. It goes on. So that's why it's going on for like 45 years.
Wow. And consistency is kind of the key to success. You have to be patient and consistent to be successful in life and to achieve what you want. And Dr. Hari Shukla very, very effectively shows and depicts how consistency is really important to achieve success in life, right? And also, you have introduced the surfactant therapy in New York, and you've also researched and come up with a lot of solutions for that. What kind of gave you the confidence to take that bold step and to, come up with such a theory?
Well, once you start working, sometimes different ideas comes in your mind. Sometimes you are able to put it into practice, and sometimes you cannot do it. Same way research, I have many ideas, still have many ideas, but sometimes you cannot start that particular project. Same way in life, you have several projects, but if right circumstances comes, right atmosphere comes, you are in a right place, right time, then you can go that project and that project will be successful. Same way, there are many research ideas and so on. So there are still many research that I could not finish it because it takes years to work on it. You need people that who can help and so on. So it's not that everything you plan you can get success, but if you have something in your mind, always keep 3 4 projects open, and whichever project just fits there, start that project, and hopefully will be successful.
But for people to know, first of all, what is surfactant and what is the theory or the result or the solution that you came up with? Can you explain a little bit?
Okay, surfactant is a protein which is in the lungs, so lung alveoli remains open. When babies are premature, they don't have a surfactant, and they don't have surfactant, they cannot breathe properly. They breathe few hours, and if there is a severe deficiency, they die in few hours. That's how the premature babies. So then you have to artificially put surfactant in their lungs. So the first research we did in 87, 88, 1987, 88, which was a research protocol of new investigational drug of NIH, which I was a participant. It was a bovine lung, means surfactant they collected from lungs of the cow. Then they purified it. And that surfactant you add into the lungs of the premature baby. So their lungs can function properly. Uh, Lungs will start making surfactant in a week or two by itself. When baby is born, a term means at 38 to 40 weeks, when they are born, as soon as they're born, they cry because their lungs are working. Premature doesn't work. So that's how the surfactant. Umbilical arterial catheter, they are considered as a lifeline. When baby is a small and premature baby, baby cannot breathe, baby cannot eat. I have babies, they don't eat for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. So all the nutrition, we go through the catheters and it goes in the blood vessels. Uh, so those are the lifeline, and those catheters are very important, but those are catheters are not without complication. If catheter position is not right, if catheter is near lower limbs, you can lose your lower legs. If near the artery that supplies the blood vessels to the intestine, then you can lose intestine. Uh, and there are thousands of baby who has lost intestine in America. It's not one. Same way, if catheter goes to the kidney, you can lose the kidney. And there are patients who has lost the kidney. So this catheter tip has to be in a perfect position that causes minimal complications. So that was the aim and how to figure it out. And this procedure is done very fast. As soon as baby is born, it's done in 1 or 2 hours. So it could be 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning. Someone will call you premature baby. You just come out from, you are sleeping, you get up, and then you have to put catheter. So a formula has to be such that immediately you can calculate and you can put it catheter right there. So that's what the birth weight criteria was, that whatever birth weight is, baby could be 500 gram or 5 kilogram. You calculate it's a 3 times birth weight plus 9, and catheter tip will go in the right position, which will cause minimum complication. So that's how we came out with that criteria.
Wow. I'm literally speechless because let me tell you guys, because newborn babies are like literally very very small, right? As you guys know. So
Yeah.
handling them is really delicate, and then deriving a solution, a formula to measure and to calculate to what, like, how much the catheter should go inside and the position of it, and that's really delicate, and that needs a lot of hard work and a lot of dedication to work on it. And then again, doing it is also a really big thing. And also not newborn, but premature newborn babies. They're more delicate than the newborn babies themselves. And also helping newborn babies is a really pure thing to do, because it's really, I'm really happy to know that such a thing is developed by you to help newborn babies. Thank you so much.
Thank No, that's my pleasure. Thank
And
you.
also, I just want to, dive a little deeper into how the um, research, how you thought of doing such research, especially the umbilical catheter. How did you think of doing such thing?
Well, when you work with the babies, then you have to put the catheter, and if a catheter position is not right, then you have to remove the catheter and then you have to put it back. And if you put a catheter, and if you see a patient who got a complication, then you feel bad. Oh my God, I put the catheter and now he's getting this complication. So you remove the catheter and so on. So you realize that there has to be a better criteria to find out, a easier criteria to find out. So you can easily put the catheter in the right position. So you start thinking about it, and that's how the idea comes, and then you develop the formula how to do that. So this premature
And
babies
somehow,
are very,
I
very,
think,
very special. No, premature babies are very special, and I have taken care of hundreds of them. Now, many times you hear, oh, there was a baby born and he didn't breathe, and he just put air in the mouth and he started breathing. And people will say, oh, he's a great hero, he saved some. I remember at least 200, 300 babies that born, they were not breathing, and I had to make them breathe. So it's not just one or two. So you feel that you were able to help to so many people, where people don't get even chance in lifetime to help somebody who was not breathing, and he make him breathe. So
yes,
it's a
yes.
hundred, right? It's not one or two. That baby is born, he doesn't breathe, he's totally blue. Sometimes they don't even heart is not beating, and
And
then you
you
start.
never know what the baby would, grow up and help the community and be a really good leader. You're helping a baby, you're helping the community, you're helping a person grow and live their best lives. You're helping them in the very first stage of their lives. As soon as they come into this world, you're helping them survive. That's a really good thing. Because as I said, the baby could grow up and be the best person and change this world and help the world grow, and you never know what happens. So
Whatever.
yeah, it's a really good thing
We
to
have
do.
Right. So far, I have like 20,000 patients I have seen in 41 years. And I have at least 300 of my patients are doctors practicing in USA. 300. Right. Same
Wow.
way, I may have maybe 20, 25 policemen, firemen. I have a patient who has worked in Iraq war. I have a patient who has gone in different wars and so on. And one of my patient, he got a gift from the Iraq. say, I was there, I was fighting, and he said, we sent so many missiles there, small ones, send it to, the drop there, and some of them did not bust. So he got me as a souvenir and gave it to me. So this kind of things, then you say, oh my God, there are so many places. And of course, some has become politicians and so on. So you always feel good that so many of them has grown up and they are in a good position. So when you see them, you feel good.
Yeah, it's a really good feeling. And all right, I've also heard that you've also worked on polio and made some solutions for it. Do you want to mention your work aside from surfactant and aside from the catheter? Do you want to mention all of the other work?
Well, I was in India during my residency. We were giving oral polio, and oral polio they used to give in 3 doses. And we realized it wasn't working well. So we did some titers on them, and then titers did not come positive. So they increased the dose. Instead of giving 3 doses, they started giving 4, 5, and 6 doses oral polio, and so on. That was one of the earliest one. Then I was involved with Rotary, and Rotary has started some eradication. And when in America, while during residency in my practice, I started with oral polio vaccine. Because we have seen the cases of polio. America hasn't seen cases of polio because it doesn't occur. On average, 7 or 8 cases of polio used to occur in America. And upon further research, they found all those 7 or 8 cases that occurs in America is due to the oral polio vaccine. That oral polio vaccine that you take, that causes polio. And then idea came that instead of oral polio vaccine, give intramuscular polio vaccine. They call it IPV. But oral polio vaccine was so popular and there was so many advantages and so easy to give that intramuscular polio vaccine wasn't accepted. So then I started giving lectures and so on that why intramuscular polio vaccine is necessary and so on. So that's the time the company that makes polio vaccine intramuscular, they gave me the award for my commitment and my works toward the eradication of the polio.
Wow.
And we realized if we want to eradicate the polio, we have to give intramuscular only. So even those 5 or 6 or 7 cases do not occur.
Wow. So, you have like explored all of these fields and helped not only newborns but also normal, adults who are going through or facing issues with polio and other diseases. So it's just so amazing how you've helped people in all ages of life. It's amazing to know. So thank you so much. One another question that I had, um, you had this really amazing and interesting journey of yours. How did you personally grow? Like, when you are starting with no experience to then coming to a stage where you have an experience of over 40 years. How did you grow in life personally?
I don't think I have done anything specifically. Whatever you have to pay attention, whatever you work, and you have to pay your 100%. In medicine, we believe 100% is not enough. You need 110 or 120% to become successful. 100% is
Yeah.
not. So whatever you are doing, it doesn't matter. You have to do it that give your all efforts, all attention, and that's how you get success, right? And once you get success, you become more happy. Because many times, what is happiness? Is the money happiness? Some people say, oh, you have a big house, that happiness. You have a big car is happiness. I see happiness way in my life is success. If you get successful, you are happy. If you fail, even if exam you fail, you are unhappy. If your team loses cricket game, you are unhappy. So basically, it's a success. Anything, if you is successful, you will be happy at the end of the day. It doesn't matter
Yes,
how hard work you did, but it's a success that makes you happy.
yes, yes.
Uh,
Wow, you just gave us
Somebody
another.
wants to Mount Everest, he will work very hard several times, and one time he'll success. He'll be so happy because he reached there, but he has to work hard for that. So it's only way you can get success. It put 100% whatever you are doing it, and once success comes, you'll be happy. It
So
could
we
be your
just got
business.
a three-step formula to achieve happiness in life. You work hard,
Mm.
you achieve success, and you're happy.
Yeah, that's true. Exactly.
See, that's
Yeah.
simple. You work hard,
Mm.
you give your 100%, and you don't think about the consequences. You work hard, you achieve success, and you're happy. Voila.
That's it. Yeah.
And um, you have worked so hard in your life. I would just want to ask you one last question before we move forward. Um, you have earned a lot of recognition and awards. Can you tell us many, or some of the awards that you have received? Because along with the philosophical success, you also want to talk about how the world has recognized what you've done.
Well, there are few awards I received in United States of America. Uh, the first one was from the United, from the Albany, which is the New York State highest civilian award. They call it Liberty Award, and that was given by Senator Tobias Stavisky. That was the first major award in United States because she realized that how my work in umbilical artery catheter has helped the children. She was delighted that I didn't get any money for those research, and this was free to all of them. There's no charge. So that was the first one, and then after that, it went to the senator. Then Chuck Schumer gave me the award, and then ultimately it went to the United States president, and Joe Biden gave me lifetime achievement award.
Wow.
Uh, so that was a very big thing to receive lifetime achievement. I guess I may be the first physician to receive lifetime achievement award, Indian physician to receive that. Same way, the South Asians of, I mean, the one that we got Liberty Award is also I'm the first South Asian and the first Asian to receive that award. And then lately everybody gave. Then mayor said, "Why not?" So he gave me the key to the city of New York. And that was very exciting because it's very rare to get the key to the city of New York. I'm the first South Asian again to receive that key, and slowly, more and more people are recognizing. Um, Before that, many congressmen has noticed that, and so on, and many local politicians like state senators and state assemblymen and assemblywomen has recognized this one. But
Wow.
hopefully, I'm now almost another year or two. I'm going to retire, so it's good to receive everything before you retire, so you can retire happily. That you
Yes,
work hard and your work is recognized. So that's all it is. Because when time comes to retire, you think what you did all your life. Sometimes some people feel bad. Oh my God, I didn't do anything. I did this. So now I can say, oh, I did something and that helped the people, that helped the children. So I'll be happy even when I retire.
Yeah, and just imagine you have received an award from each and every person who's, a significant one in the United States and all, all over the place. And also you've received a recognition and award from the Lifetime Achievement Award from Mr. President Biden. It's just the work that you've done. You cannot thank a person enough who has, helped the community a lot and helped children survive, helped pure souls survive in such conditions. And I would just, on behalf of every single person who you've saved, I would like to say thank you so much. And now over here, this is the part where we move towards our rapid fire, the fast five round, where I will ask you five quick questions and you have to answer in either one word or one sentence or just a short idea. So, you ready?
Okay, yeah.
All right. So, one word to define success.
I guess hard work.
Yes.
Hard work. Yeah.
One habit you can never skip.
Honest.
Being honest. Yes.
Be honest. Hmm.
Yes. One quality every leader must have. Sure.
First quality is just to listen people.
Yes. Yes.
Before
Listen
you
to
tell.
people. Being down to earth, right?
Yeah.
Biggest lesson life has taught you.
More you give, more you will get.
Yeah. Wow. One message for today's generation who wants to achieve success.
Well, it's little easy to get success now, but still, as I say, you have to be honest. You have to do hard work and give 100%, 120% to whatever you want to achieve.
Yeah, and now we get the new formula. Give your 120% to achieve success. We always
Yeah.
say that, you have to work hard and give your 100%, but even
Mm,
better, give your 120% so that you get even better success in life.
that's true.
Yes, and
Yeah.
before we let you go today, I would also like to ask you some wrap up questions. Um, some tips and tricks. So, how can our listeners or how can our audience apply your life lessons, being honest, doing hard work, to build a successful career while also making a positive difference in the society?
I guess these things does not happen in 1 hour or one day. So uh, it's just how you were child and how you develop yourself, how you listen to your parents, how your parents advise you, then you go to the school and in the school environment, how you learn from your teacher. Whatever good things you have learned throughout the life, you have to keep applying in your life. And
Wow,
then you can get
amazing.
success. It's not that one day you just read a book and then, oh, I have achieved everything. It cannot be that
Yeah,
simple.
no, that can't happen. Yeah, you have, brought up a really good point. Achieving success takes time. I've also given this mindset to a lot of people. I just want to mention this here that when you want to, or are you, when you're willing to do something, the result of it is already put into the universe and the universe is willing to give it to you. But your hard work, your consistency, your willingness, and your willpower and your patience just makes the universe more and more certain that it should give you what you want, and then you get it. Success is just kind of a recipe of all of these things and you achieve it. And before we let you go, one last question. How do you think the information that we provide in this podcast, in Manifest Wishcraft Conversations, how is this kind of helpful to people to be successful in life?
First, they have to listen it, and if they feel comfortable and they think this is going to help them, they can follow it. Uh, but I guess it's based on the individual that how they want
Yeah.
to get success and how they want to proceed. You listen hundreds of things, but you don't have to follow everything. Uh, you have to like it, you have to trust it, and then probably you will follow it.
Yeah, it depends on the learner, how they take it, how they want to apply it and implement it in their own life. You're right. You're totally right. And so, thank you so much for being here today. Thank you, Dr. Shukla, for sharing your insights, your inspiring journey, and your groundbreaking work, and your invaluable thoughts and tips with us today. Your dedication to medicine, to research, and to help the community and to give community service shows shows us that true success is measured not just by achievements but by positive impact we create in the lives of others. May your story encourage every listener, every person who's watching us today to lead with purpose, embrace learning, and take meaningful action to make a difference in their own lives and the people who are around them and in this whole world. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Kavya. Yeah, thanks for having me. And it was a wonderful
I
talk.
had an amazing time.
Yeah, I enjoyed too. I enjoyed it very much. Yes. Dr. Shukla's research used worldwide. Just press that one. It's, yeah, keep going down. Scroll down. Yeah, okay, just wait here. So this is how simple. As soon as baby is born, umbilical cord is cut. When they cut umbilical cord, it looks like this. So there are three vessels, 1, 2, and 3. This is vein, these are two arteries. So if I put my catheter here in the vein, it goes on the right side of the heart. If I put on this or this, it will go on the left side of the heart. Now this catheter, if stays here, you can lose your legs. If catheter stays here, you can lose your intestine. If it stays here, you can lose your liver. If it's in the heart, you can get heart attack or cardiac problem. So its position has to be perfect. So that's what my research is, which not easy to explain or to understand.
Yeah,
See, this is the baby, how big the baby is.
yeah,
So the umbilical cord you saw was for 3.5 kilogram. This is 600-gram baby. So this is like as big as my hand. So we have to put catheter in this one to reach the right position. And there are thousands of babies has died, and there are thousands of malpractice cases and so on. So this is the research I published in 1986. So I created 4 equations that where you can put the position that causes, yeah. So see, this is the birth weight criteria. And these are the 4 criteria I did it, that if you put the positions out of this, birth weight is the best, that causes minimum complication. So either it's known as a birth weight criteria or Dr. Shukla stay here. Now, worldwide use of Dr. Shukla's research. Who is using this research? Harvard University, United States, Boston Children's Hospital, which is #1 hospital, Textbook of Neonatology, American Academy of Pediatrics, John Hopkins, NYU, NIH. In United Kingdom, Oxford University, Cambridge University, Glasgow University, go down. Canada, University of Calgary, their best hospital for sick children. This is in Canada, so they are using it. Australia's Sydney's Children's Hospital, which is the best hospital in Australia, is using. New Zealand is using. India, Indian Academy of Pediatrics, Ames Hospital, go down. Rome is using it. You can go down further. Singapore, yeah, just go down. So there are many. Mexico, Russia,
wow,
China, Japan. Okay. Now, what is the proof? So that's what it is. Measurement and positioning. Umbilical arterial catheter. Length in centimeter can be calculated from Dr. Shukla's formula. This is a neonatal review. Means American Journal of Pediatrics. Means all the pediatrician in America, they are member of this one. That's why we call it FAAP. So if you go down, they made a video. They say the formula used in the video, 3 times birth weight plus 9, was described by Dr. Shukla and Farara. So all the
wow,
residents get training here. So, and how many hospital? 14 hospital and 5 universities in England.
wow,
They are all part of one big group. Just like you, dad say he has a 3 hospital. When they put down their protocol, say estimate length of catheter using birth weight formula, 3 times birth weight plus 9, which is Dr. Shukla's criteria. Let's go back to second research.
Yeah.
Now, what is surfactant? You see, this is New York Times,
Hmm.
and this is John F. Kennedy, president.
Yes.
And here is a doctor who took care of it. Son born to Kennedys. So Jacqueline Kennedy and John F. Kennedy had a baby, 34.5 weeks. So 35 weeks, not bad, and 2.1 kilogram. He died in 39 hours and 12 minutes. And
Oh.
president and for they're all watching it. Why? Because premature baby does not have surfactant, right? So we'll go in little detail. So what it is, surfactant, they don't have, so we have to put in the lungs. So we have to put a catheter either in the nose or in the mouth, go into the trachea, go to the left side of the lungs, left upper, left bottom, go to right side of the lung, right upper, and put surfactant. That surfactant originally was taken from the lungs of the cow, purified and gave it. So this first surfactant was used in Japan in 1980. Dr. Shukla used this in 87 and 88. So almost 2 to 3 years before it was used in India. Why? Because we did some clinical research and new investigation drug protocol. So I'm the first Indian doctor in the world to use this.
Wow.
Kathy Hochul, governor. She gave a certificate, and this is whereas it says we did various detail. Dr. Shukla's innovation is medical technology have served countless lives across the globe. He was the first physician in the United States to utilize surfactant to treat respiratory illness in premature baby. I did some work in India and I did some work here. So the company that polio vaccine, they gave me the award for my dedications towards eradication of polio.
Hmm.
Okay, so these are all awards. If I go there, so these are like 57 awards here, and there are some are important.
Yeah. So
So
I was trying to say that all of these things that are really amazing. I want to discuss this inside the podcast. So save this because I want to talk about all your awards and how you achieved and all of that. So let's dive into the podcast more. That'll go through. 3, 2, oh oh. Now I'm all set. 3, 2, 1.